men's singles, and it is the former world champion Loh Kean Yew of Singapore up against a former winner here at the Denmark Open. He won the title 2 years ago. Weng Yang, the left-hander from China. Well, this, as with most matches today, is from the bottom half of the draw. And also in this quarter, you can see the two-time former champion, Anders Antonsen. We'll be watching him just a little bit later on. The beaten finalist last year, also in this section, Koki Watanabe. So, it is a difficult section for all players, as is the case in most men's singles draws nowadays. Not the outstanding dominant player that we've seen in the past. So this is the former champion, making his way onto court now. Weng Yang beat Lee Xia in the final 2 years ago, when he was actually making his debut here at the Denmark Open. So this is his third consecutive visit to Odense, whereas for Loh Kean Yew, well, this is his fifth consecutive appearance at this particular event. This is surprising to me, the first ever meeting.
Black called.
Between these two players.
On my left, receive. Thank you.
So Loh Kean Yew choosing the side he wishes to start, and he has chosen the near side of the court, as we will look down during the rallies. I'm Jill Clark, delighted to say that Steen Pedersen is sitting alongside me. He's been enjoying the badminton already this morning. And I was saying, Steen, a surprise. This is the first meeting between these two.
Very surprised. It was also true for the previous match that they hadn't played each other. It's very, very surprising.
Yeah. Well, Loh Kean Yew, the former world champion, is 28 years of age, born in Malaysia on the beautiful island of Penang. He moved to Singapore and gained Singapore citizenship back in 2015 and won his world title in Huelva in 2021. Weng Yang has had a pretty good start to this year because he's won 2 titles already. The Swiss Open in Basel, beating Christoph Popov in the final, and then very recently the China Masters in Shenzhen. 26 years of age, he's the taller of the two, that's just under 6 foot tall, enjoying his 3rd week at his career high of 10. So Loh Kean Yew, not only a former world champion, but he was a semi-finalist here 3 years ago, losing out to Lee Xia in that semi-final, having disposed of the then world #1 Victor Axelsen in the quarter-final stage. So our court officials from England and Sri Lanka.
Ready to play.
Lizzie James and Eddie Rasinga from Sri Lanka.
是不是有点逆风？对，左边那边就感觉出界贼多。
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Weng Yang, China. And on my left, Loh Kean Yew, Singapore. Loh Kean Yew to serve. Love all. Play.
So it is the former world champion who gets this first round match underway. Loh Kean Yew against the left-handed Weng Yang.
Service over. 1-love.
Was reached at least a quarter-final in his 2 previous appearances here, Weng Yang, so he obviously likes the playing conditions here in Odense. Oh, well taken off the top of the tape.
2-love.
Steen, I was just watching along from your commentary position on the previous matches, and I thought the playing conditions looked a little slow. What's your impression?
I agree, but it needs some explanation because there is actually drift alongside the court. Loh Kean Yew is playing with the drift at the moment, and Weng Yang playing up against the drift, but the shuttles seem very, very slow.
Yeah.
And seems like they sort of fray when played a few shots with.
Instead of lifting a couple of times, everything down, couple of points.
So, Loh Kean Yew's coach, Anup Sridhar, I think I'm right in that.
That's right, that's right.
Former Indian player. He was always a graceful player, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Lovely racket skills. Oh, that's nice.
5-love.
Was he saying that Weng Yang was playing everything downwards?
I think he wanted Loh Kean Yew
He wanted Loh to play downwards.
play downwards
Yeah.
for the next few
Yeah,
rallies.
yeah.
Well, I remember discussing with you, Steen, when we were in Shenzhen, and this young man we're looking at won the title at the China Masters, that you made a comment, he seems to be a player that's all or nothing. He has great tournaments with outstanding wins. He's not only won the China Masters, last year he won the China Open, which is the Super 1000 event. He's won this event before. In fact, between those 2 tournaments, the Denmark Open of 2023 and the China Open last year, he had 14 first or second round losses.
Wow.
Nothing in between that. Nothing beyond that.
That's incredible.
That's astonishing, isn't it? That's amazing.
But I think we are about to see something similar with his compatriot Wang Zhengzi, who lost yesterday to Rasmus Gemke in the first round. He played so well in China Open, was it?
That's right.
He got to the final, and since then he's sort of like haven't been able to put it together. And I think they're working on sort of making his playing style more thorough or become a more
all-round sort of
all-round player that it doesn't matter so much whether it's slow shuttles or fast shuttles. He can play any conditions and so on, and that takes time. And whilst you're practicing that, your playing strength is getting worse because you're playing something that you're not used to.
So you take a couple of steps back before 3 or 4 forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And I think this is going to be an interesting match, I hope, because Weng Yang definitely has he both has the defense, but specifically the attack to play in slower playing conditions. But so does Loh Kean Yew. I would expect Weng to have the advantage here in the first game, not just because he's taking the lead, but because Loh Kean Yew likes to have the ability, if in trouble like here, like we saw here, he just wants to play it to the back line and sort of close his eyes and hope the best, rely on his speed of movement, his great defense, and then capitalize on the opponent playing a loose shot. That's not possible in the first game because he's playing with the drift. But in the second, well, then it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Service over. 3-9.
Oh, that's a nice backhand. Oh, well, he's woefully short on that one. Ah, worked the rally well, did Loh Kean Yew.
9.
That's a nice net shot. Oh, he'll see that as a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Weng Yew.
Third try of getting it over succeeded.
You're not supposed to highlight that. That's a bit harsh.
Service over.
Well, that's true, it is a little bit harsh because sometimes I tend to forget that this is the first round and the players are not totally settled in. There's still some timing issues. They haven't had that much court time in the arena. They've had some practice, but not a lot.
Oh, another one drifts along at the back line. He hardly seemed to touch that,
No.
which just emphasizes the point you were making.
Pushes that you'll have to be a little bit careful with. And at the net, after you do a block, a lot of the time he's doing a lift because he sees that you're ready to rush to the net. So maybe you block and you just wait a couple of times. As many times as you can, if you can re-keep at the net, I think that will be better and better for us. You get a chance to hit. If you're in excellent position, certainly you can go for the line. But otherwise, especially from here, you hit even like 2 feet inside, he's not going to be able to get it. But a couple of rallies, exactly like you played a few rallies ago. Down, 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 wait for the chance, hit. And then the easier ones will come, the quicker ones will come.
20 seconds.
With your serve, if you can push it in a little bit, that'll be better.
So the players return to court. And what an absolute delight, Steen, that we were able to hear the coaching clearly from
11.
Anup Shudha.
It's fantastic, isn't it? I listened in yesterday on 4 matches that were sent exclusively on Danish TV, and they sort of praised themselves for the good sound in the coaching situations, and I just have to agree with them.
Yeah.
It is really nice.
Absolutely. Thought that one might be going long as well, that push down the backhanders, or the left-hander's backhand side.
Yeah. Gets a chance to attack here, Loh Kean Yew, but Weng is in good position. There's a lot of pressure on the smash.
Very quickly. Thank you.
Maybe that's why he overdid it a little bit, but that could also be a timing issue because that was actually quite a bit under the top of the tape.
5.
good lift. Oh, and a good
Same.
smash from Loh Kean Yew.
12. Let.
Now, that's one of the incidences, Dean. I don't really understand why the player wasn't ready.
No. Seen a couple of situations earlier on today, same theme, and those players are going to have a tough time following the change of year to 2026 when we're supposed to play to the service discretion or readiness.
That's a beautiful backhand defensive shot.
He liked it as well.
Ciao, bien, Din. His coach. Oh, that's wide.
8. 12.
Short. Yeah, got what it deserved.
Service over.
Shuttle was deflected by the net court.
8.
Another sign of the drift.
8.
Didn't really seem to touch it, Loh Kean Yew. Stays well inside.
Oh, well, the line judge saying unsighted.
Yes.
And the umpire called it in.
8.
And interestingly, I was going to say there was no challenge, but I don't think there are challenges today.
There are no challenges
Yes.
today. We don't have Hawkeye today on either of court 1 or 2. There was a problem with this court that we were watching yesterday during the local TV transmission. The zipper that keeps the court together. The zipper that keeps the court together. The middle line on Loh Kean Yew's side came apart, and it took like maybe 10 minutes to get it fixed. And
My goodness.
I think they've had to lay the courts, so to speak, both court 1 and 2,
Thank you.
get some support underneath it to prevent them from ripping at the zippers, and that has sort of put off the Hawkeye calibration.
So they need to recalibrate.
Play.
So why wasn't that done this morning? Oh, I don't know, or maybe...
I'm not in charge of
No.
that.
Oh, come on, Steve, we're in your country.
Yeah.
Lovely shot, lovely.
17. 8.
It's all gone in spurts, hasn't it, this scoring
Yeah.
of the opening game? Miss. Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, that's where we needed Hawkeye, because I'm directly over that line, and I might be wrong, but I'm definitely not the same opinion as the line judge.
No, well, instinctively,
Oh, yeah.
that's
That would have been interesting to see
Yeah.
a challenge there. And
absolutely.
I don't think we can blame the line judge, because
No.
the torque that is the decisive factor is much, much smaller
9.
than the entire shuttle.
Service over. 10-18.
Good shot.
11-18. Line judge. Weng, can you just show him?
Well, the player being asked to
Thank you.
check where the line judge was mopping the court. So 11-18, this opening game. Missed it.
12-18.
Didn't have the best of tournaments last week. The left-hander from China, Weng Yew, was the number 4 seed in Vantaa in Finland at the Arctic Open. Lost first round to Jason Tay. Jason Tay, who went on to reach the quarter-final stage.
Yeah.
So does that put extra pressure on Loh Kean Yew, 2 Singaporeans?
He'll take his fair share of smoke in practice if he loses this one. Boy, that's a good shot. Good rally.
Lovely. Oh, that came off the frame. Oh, that's well in. Good rally, as you say, Steve.
And normally, not normally, it is super demanding to play this basically full court against the front court of the opponent. But if anybody can do it, it's Loh Kean Yew with his speed of movement and agility.
Weng, be ready. Be ready. Service over. 19-14.
Just 2 points required for Weng Yew for this opening game. Nice. Out of his right pocket. What a defensive shot from Loh Kean Yew. Take a look at this. Lifted shorts. Unbelievable.
Line judge. Just in front of the line. Yeah.
He apologises for his good fortune, but improvisation is a large part of our sport. I think he did remarkably well. 15-19.
15-19.
Yep. Picking up on loose shot.
16.
Yet again, Loh Kean Yew.
And all of a sudden, it's believable
It
again,
is.
isn't it?
Autographs in half an hour at 3 o'clock. The discussion will be ready for meeting.
7 of the last 8 points.
At 3 o'clock, the discussion will be ready out front in the Badminton Center. The discussion squad. Will the family fan zone return at the site?
Game point opportunities
20.
as that one lands
Game
long
point,
of the back
16.
line. 4 opportunities for the former champion, Weng Yang.
Service over. 17-20. Game.
Seemed to change his mind on that net shot, Loh Kean Yew.
First game won by
And
Weng
the error
Yang,
on the net play
21-17.
means that Weng Yang takes the opening game. 21-17.
Played yourself into the game now. All right. It was not perfect at the start, but it's fine. You've got the feel, you've got the control of the shuttle. Perfectly fine.
21
Only
minutes for that
a couple of
opening game.
things to avoid. At the net, if you do a block, don't rush before he plays because a lot of the time it's a lift. Yeah, it's not so many keeps at the net. That's one. The second is, like the last one, if you're really sure at the net, then you can do a rekeep. Otherwise, you can lift because if you get even to the first line, there's nothing he has to trouble you with. There's really not. And a few rallies, you'll have to play almost like corner work like we were doing just before. You know, down, 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 and then...
I heard.
I'm sorry? And when you get a chance,
Patience.
yes, patience. And you do that, and then the easier ones for the next 2-3 rallies will come in. For sure. And in your serve, in both sides, if you're feeling confident, just once to break it up, you can serve to the corners, From here, you can flick.
你跟正手拉对角，有的时候半场，那要不然我就正手踢对角或者快吊对角。你看他也会提前移动的，让我们准备的时候你变线，你知道线就是展开这个到头里就会好。啊，一分一分来，不急啊，但还是保持要有耐心啊，在场上啊。长一点，然后那边他也会加力。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Weng, return to court. Second game. Level. Play.
So the umpire calls for the start of the second game. The former champion Weng Yang from China, the left-hander, 1 game to the good against the former world champion Loh Kean Yew. Now we heard Anup Sridhar talking about patience and still hitting down. Do you agree with that, Steen?
Yeah, I think it becomes dangerous if he plays too passive, Loh Kean Yew.
Yeah.
Because I feel that's what Weng Yang has been working on, sort of improving his shot quality, improving his ability to play longer rallies. And he can play a more full court, can play the rear court with more confidence. Loh Kean Yew, he just have to
Be ready.
select his options very, very carefully.
Nice.
Brilliant. That reminded me of how we saw him play when he won his World Championship in Huelva.
In what way, Steve? Just elaborate on that. for me.
Especially the last one, sort of his smashes, kissing the line, but
Yep.
also staying in full control,
Full balance.
feeling good on court, or looking to feel good on court, with good touch. If anything goes wrong, just play it long. There it is again. Oi, fantastic.
That's gone long of the back line. He
Save,
brushed
save
that
there.
shuttle
2
when it was tumbling,
all.
so he hit the feathers first. That's remarkable controls, considering he hit the feathers. There's 2 titles for Loh Kean Yew since winning that World Championship, and both of them at 300 level.
Thank you.
Spain Masters last year, and the Chinese Taipei Super 300 earlier this year.
2 all.
I suppose on paper, Steve, winning that gold medal in Huelva was possibly one of the biggest upsets.
Yeah.
Perhaps not to experts like you, but the fact that an unseeded player, you have 16 seeds at the World Championships, and an unseeded player, only the second ever, the first being Lin Dan when he was given a wild card, but he'd been world champion already, so I mean...
And that's the thing, that Loh didn't have any tournament wins to show for it, so... And he played Victor Axelsen in the first round.
Yes.
So the odds were stacked
4,
against him.
3.
Then beat Antonsson in the semi-final and Kidambi Shrikant in the final. It was the most wonderful tournament for him. Oh, changed his mind there, definitely.
4 all.
The question mark here is whether Weng Hongyang's shot quality can help him through this second game. No doubt in my mind that Loh is the faster player in terms of speed of movement.
Service over. 5.
So to make up for that, you've got to let the racket speak. So it's gone long. No. Ooh. That's where
Service over.
perhaps Loh would have liked to challenge if that had been possible. Let's see. Yeah, I think I would have challenged. But he'll have to wait until tomorrow if he's still in the tournament. Good deception.
Oh,
Boy, that's a beauty.
that is fantastic.
6 5. Service over. 6 all.
That is great play. Fantastic patience
7.
and awareness by Weng Yew.
I like the way he built the rally as well. That wasn't supposed to be a winner. That was a building shot.
That was a building shot. And had he not played those cross net drops, then Loh would have been much quicker on the attacking defense. So really mixing it up well. So I think the shot quality and the sort of tactical awareness is improving with this man here.
Thank you. Seven, 6.
Yeah, another good attacking shot.
Yeah.
Another one that was building.
There's built,
6.
and there's few loose shots.
One left.
Service over.
You know, I understand
8.
coaches' thought process of talking about playing patient and being patient in the build-up and everything. I understand all of that. But sometimes I think you get to a stage where, with a player like Loh Kean Yew, we've just referred back, that's landed on the back line, that's a lovely shot,
8. All.
to how he was playing when he won his world title.
Yeah.
Where there was more risk-taking, there was more adventurous shots. It wasn't a foot or half a metre inside the sideline. He was aiming just inside the sidelines. And I wonder, you know, in a match like this, I'm sort of getting the feeling myself, unless you start being a little more adventurous,
And a little bit more dangerous.
you're going to lose this.
Yeah. I think the playing conditions in Huelva, who were even slower than he, really favored
Line judge.
Loh Kean Yew, but he also made the most of it. And that's how it should be. I mean, in all other sports, I mean, in tennis, there's some players are strong in clay, some are strong in hard court, and some are strong in grass surface. In golf, there's certain golfers that prefer certain courses where the holes have a certain kind of layout and stuff like that. So that's totally fine here. I just feel I would have loved to see a little bit bigger development towards being able to improve his game in all kinds of playing conditions.
We're talking about Loh Kean Yew.
Loh Kean Yew.
Yeah.
In terms of shot quality,
9, 8.
where I feel there's at times too many shots that are a little bit too loose.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't disagree with you, but,
9.
you know, you've related us to tennis, and I don't think you'd ever make Roger Federer into a Nadal on clay courts.
No.
Because his style of play is different.
Yeah.
So you have to go to a certain extent with the talents and the ability that the player has got, and develop those as much as you can.
And figure out what is it that, how can I use my talent to its best purpose in the conditions that are given. Oi, what a fantastic retrieval behind the back there.
Service over. 10, all.
And that's exactly the situation that we've discussed, where he saves a shot and then gets a chance to pick up speed and use his speed of movement to sort of shock the opponent.
So it is the former world champion, Loh Kean Yew, that goes to the mid-game interval with
Last
the
one that we did,
advantage.
low serve and quickly high
Just
the
a
net. This is
one-point
exactly what you have to do as many
advantage.
times as you can. If he's really high and he puts it down, then you can go and lift, no problem. But this last one is exactly what you have to do. It was perfect. Okay. In between, just take a deep breath. It will calm the nerves down a bit, and then you'll keep the shuttle down more. If you're forced to lift, definitely you can lift because you can get it back. But as many times as possible, down. If you're in good position to hit, full smash. Otherwise, just bring it down. Again, net, get the mid-court lift, then whack it down. And remember, you have one more hard one into the body.
Seconds. Court 1. 20 seconds.
下面一点，不好意思。
Weng, return to court. (11-10).
So 11-10 in favour of Loh Kean Yew. Again, nice coaching from Manit Sridhar. Yeah, good retrieving from Loh Kean Yew. I like the fact that Sridhar used some terminology that I can really relate to. Give it a whack. Whack it down.
Please welcome
Weng.
the technical officials for court number 3.
Great play.
Well done. First of all, wonderful retrieving from Weng to even get that one back. And as you say, that's the one that did the damage from Loh Kean Yew. And look how he's ready and waiting. Should it come back? Yeah, Sridhar like that one.
Thank you.
Alex Manning.
Opened up a three-point cushion.
Oh, net play.
What a net shot. That's fabulous.
10.
This is 6 straight points. Look at that.
I guess he's listened in on you, Joel, taking more chances, playing a little bit sharper.
Nobody should listen to me, Steve. I don't know anything about coaching.
16.
You're the expert in
Yeah.
that field.
And Weng Hongyan needs to do something different.
Yeah.
Now, I felt he lost patience a little bit in the very first rally, and he's paid the price ever since.
That's the sort of shot I love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I have to say, when we saw the order of play last night, Steen, and I saw that we were going to get to call this match, I was very excited. I thought this was going to be a good encounter and a fascinating encounter. Oh, that's good retrieving. This is amazing. This is 10 straight points.
Yeah, that's right. He was down
9-10.
9-10.
Oh, I don't know if you saw that, Steen.
Weng.
When we looked at that replay, there was a lovely shot of how loose the grip was of Loh Kean Yew.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was
20.
just gorgeous.
Game point 10.
That should be in your coaching manual.
Yeah, exactly.
Game point opportunities, 11 straight points. Well, defiance
Service over.
from Weng Yew.
11, 20.
Surely too little too late to come back in this second game. One game all,
Game.
21-11. The response from Loh Kean Yew
Won by Loh Kean Yew.
to level this
21-11.
encounter
One game all.
at one game all.
What do you want?
40 minutes into the match, and it will all come
Okay.
down
Yeah.
to the
So,
third and deciding
especially
game.
this first half now, just take it like 2 or 3 points at a time. That's it. Very, very important to get high at the net, especially after your serve. As high as you can get, you get high. If you have to lift, lift up, no problem. Just the flat flicks are the ones you need to watch out for. That's it. Nothing beyond that. You get a chance, bring it down. You get a chance to hit hard. You still have one that you can hit into the body, no problem. You can use that. You've seen that even from your overhead, you go cross. It's very, very hard for him to get it. He will struggle to keep pace. Just if you're scoring, and then refocus. High at the net, get a chance, bring down, get a chance to hit, whack it. Especially from here, there'll be even more sting, even more punch to it. Right? And it's extremely important. Just pump yourself up as much as you can. Trust me, it's really, really important. Okay? And also, I will call you Loh, okay? It's easier here. Okay, yeah. Come on. 1 point at a time, man. Come on.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So the players return to court. Coach Schrider advising get high on the net, keep it going down, down, down. And then ended with, I'm going to call you Loh. It's easier rather than Kean Yew.
So we can rule out seeing Anup Shrita ever as a coach for Thailand.
Final game.
Or he will use their nicknames as well.
Nicknames, yeah. How wonderful. Here we go, deciding game. High on the net.
Fantastic.
First and most important thing, said Coach Schrider.
And that means that now we should see a battle for the initiative and control at the net, where in the first half of the game, well, Weng has the luxury of once in a while being able to play it long to the backcourt of Loh.
Oh, that's a
good.
little lucky.
Love.
Well, I suppose you create your own luck. He took that reasonably high, didn't he?
Yeah, and also the shot from the backcourt. Picked up speed, used his speed in a positive way. There it is again. That's super play.
3, love.
The other thing I liked about Shridar's coaching, he said, focus on 3 points at a time.
Yeah.
Don't, when you're the more difficult end, don't sort of think long term, just little bursts to keep the score at least as close as possible.
Exactly.
He's got a great lead at the moment. I know it's only
Exactly.
3 points.
4, love.
That's one of the, not badminton coach, but coaching questions is, how do you eat an elephant? Small bites,
Yeah,
small bites.
great analogy. I don't like the thought of anybody eating an elephant, so.
I don't know how many years it would take, but...
It's off the mark.
And Weng has adjusted his game as well, overcovering the front court now. Patient in the attack.
Good rally. Yeah. Looked to me as if he forgot his opponent was a lefty.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, right onto his racket.
Weng, you must speed up.
Interesting. Umpire Lizzie James from England just saying to Weng Hongyang, you can't take so much time. Oh, that's a lovely net shot. Oh my goodness, that's quick. Quick from Loh Kean Yew. But initially there'd been a wonderful net shot from the left-handed Weng Hongyang. Look how quick he is there, Steen.
That's fantastic, the way he picks up speed there.
That's really reminiscent of his victory in Huelva in 2021.
But then a rally like this comes with his no composure whatsoever. That's going to be the challenge to play more of the right choices for Loh Kean Yew. Weng have adjusted brilliantly, taking it early at the net. If he's a little bit below, playing to the back court, believing in his defense. If Loh plays him to the back court, then it's mostly a body smash, making sure he doesn't sort of outplays himself.
Oh, that's called good. Let's have another look at it. Oh, yes, it was in. What a great shot.
Thank you, Loh. Quickly. Thank you.
So having been love 4 down, now back to 5-all. Good recovery from Weng Hongyang. Lovely net shot again. That's super.
6-5.
What is it with left-handers, Steen? I mean, for us right-handers, playing a forehand net shot seems to be technically more difficult for us than playing the backhand neck shot.
Yeah.
But for left-handers,
It's the opposite.
so many of them have wonderful forehand net shots.
The way the feathers are sort of intertwined.
Well, we're going to have dinner with Professor Collet next week.
We're going to ask him again.
We're going to ask loads of questions.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Professor who's been studying how the shuttle spins when it's hit between a right-hander hitting the shuttle and a left-hander and all the differences.
Fantastic
8-5.
comeback by Weng Hong Yang here.
8 of the last 9 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's well worked.
9-5.
You've mentioned the adjustments by Weng Hong Yang since he was love 4 down
Yeah.
Steen. And you said, I remember you saying that he's over covering the net now. Is that the only thing he's adjusted? Must be more than,
Yeah,
than
but
that.
he's also adjusted his attacking game, so he doesn't go all out. He doesn't go for the winners early in the rally. As long as he controls the rally, he's quite satisfied. He can move around court, and he's got all court to play with on the other side. So he's not going for the all-out winners. He's just making sure that he's in control, or at least only sort of like 40% against 60 to win the rally. Sometimes when you're a little bit below the tape, you're the underdog in the rally.
Nice.
That's a good shot.
That's a beautiful drop.
6-9.
Do you not think as well that Loh Kean Yew has just sort of lost his way a bit, or has that been forced by the tactical awareness of his opponent?
Yeah, I don't think he's reacted to that reaction that Weng Hong Yang has had, because Loh needs to play with bigger patience and
Thank you. Players,
better shot quality as well. I would like to see him put in a couple of deceptions on his play to the backcourt from his own front court. A couple of deceptions to keep it inside the line. And the problem for him now is that it's very difficult to get Weng Hong Yang out of balance. And when he's not out of balance, then he plays good shots. And in terms of touch and consistency, I rate Weng Hong Yang higher than Loh Kean Yew.
Yeah.
So if you play if you ask them to play 20 of the same shots, then there's more bad shots from Loh Kean Yew, or more good shots from Weng, if you want the positive
Service over.
note on it.
10-6.
So the longer the rally continues beyond a certain point, the bigger the advantage to Weng Hong Yang, because he's got better shot quality.
Yeah.
On this side,
I was going to say, yeah.
yes. He's also got better shot quality on the other side, but it's just, I mean, the level between them is changed. He hasn't got as many options on the far side. And that's why it's going to be so interesting to see what happens now.
11-5.
Yeah.
6.
So the players change ends,
Change ends.
in this deciding game. It's a 5-point advantage for Weng Hong Yang at the change of ends. And as Steen says, it's going to be fascinating to see with the change of ends
I mean, we're
how
going to end
this
on the good side
match
now.
develops
It's still very, very
tactically.
important that if you get a chance to block at the net, it's only the soft block that he's able to come and spin at the net. Even a little bit into the court, he can't do anything, right? So remain calm, just keep 1 point at a time. Forget about the score, games, all of that. The longer you keep the rally going, the harder and harder it's becoming for him. He's not able to keep pace, right? The longer you keep the rally going,
Court
the
1,
better.
20
And you get a
seconds.
chance to hit.
Court
Sometimes
1,
you bring it down,
20
get a
seconds.
mid-court, half-court, really hard, okay?
Coaches, return to your chairs.
Come on, bro.
Weng on court. It's fine.
So 11-6, the advantage to Weng Hongyang.
11-6.
One final push towards
Play.
the goal line, and a place in the second round awaits. Oh, that's delightful.
Good deception.
Service over.
Fantastic play.
7-11.
I thought the reaction of this man after the rally, Weng Hongyang, where he jumps up and down on the spot, I think that's telling.
Weng, be
I think
ready.
he's worried about playing this end.
I think so too. And after the interval in the second game, he only scored 1 point. He's got to work really, really hard now if he wants to go up to the second round, Weng Hongyang. He's struggling.
Nice. Oh! You gotta love it. What a shot from Loh Kean Yew. Jump, backhand smash across court with full pirouette, I think. Yes, indeed. Magnificent.
Thank you. Weng, back on court. Quickly. Quickly.
When you said Weng Hongyang was struggling, were you thinking also physically?
Yeah, not necessarily physically, but in terms of movement and so on. So I think you're right when you said that he's afraid of playing this side here. So he's not certain on what to do. That doesn't mean he doesn't know how to play with the drift, but he's uncertain about playing this side against Loh Kean Yew because his skills are so good when he plays up against the drift.
That's a good smash, good body
12,
smash.
9.
Because the reason I asked the question is because I've thought a couple of times, in fact, the umpires warned him for taking too long.
Yeah.
And therefore he was taking time again. And I just wondered whether he has perhaps not been well because he didn't have the best weeks last week, did he?
That's a possibility, but I mean, I don't think in general that's a problem for him. We've seen him go, but maybe today that could be a possibility.
Yeah, and if he's had a nasty cold or something prior to coming here to Europe, and hasn't been able to train as he would have hoped to train.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know.
We just don't know.
But I would also say, I mean, if I were Weng, then here now, take your time in between rallies. Don't get into one of these streaks of points where Loh is just scoring at will.
Yeah.
So break the rhythm as much as possible. And with the new system where you're allowed to take 25 seconds, I would say when you have the service, take 25 seconds every time, or 24.
Do you know, it so alarms me to hear that, Steve. I know you've got your coach's hat on.
That's with the coach's hat on.
Yes, but for me, you know, matches are going to take even longer.
Yeah, there's a possibility that is going to be the case.
Yeah.
14.
Nice net shot. Look at that. That's nigh on perfect. Got the net caught. This, I think, is a very, very important phase. It's going wide.
Yeah. Loose shot.
Service over. 15, 10.
Maybe it was tumbling, so it was hard to get the right timing. No, it wasn't. Oi, oi, oi.
Oh, that's just missed.
Yeah, that was a gift for
Service
Loh.
over.
So
11, 15.
gave it back immediately.
Loh.
Weng Hong
Wait
Yang.
for the line judge before you celebrate.
But he tried to play with accuracy and stay in
ready
balance.
Service over.
Loose point.
16, 11.
And for every point that Weng gets closer to 21, I think the nerves are going to play a bigger part for Loh Kean Yew.
Oh, good follow-up. Good follow-up. How quick was that?
Service over. 12, 16.
Brilliant.
Use your
Look how
fork.
that
Let's
racket
move
arm's outstretched. Coming from above the shuttle, ready to make the kill.
Certainly taking his time again, Weng Hong Yang. Good play.
Oh, changed his mind.
Service over.
Must have changed his mind.
17, 12.
I love the 2 times that Weng Hong Yang was playing back at the net.
Back the court, please.
That was super important. And the mental battle. Loh tried to do the same there, but from a much, much lower position.
Weng, show her. Weng. Not with. Thank you. Seventeen, 12.
Oh,
Oi, what a shot. Oi! Loh got it back.
Service over. 13, 17.
Weng Hong Yang can't believe it. Oh, he's waiting for the replay. Here it comes.
Weng, return the shuttle.
Watch this backhand cross-court net shot, played to perfection.
Weng.
Yeah, he has a case, in my opinion.
What case? That he couldn't
That
play his follow-through?
Loh was obstructing
Yeah.
his shot,
Okay.
but super hard to see in real time.
He's creeping back into contention.
17.
Loh Kean Yew.
Service over. 18, 14. Weng, return to court.
That's well done from
14.
Weng Hongyang. Given what happened a couple of rallies ago, to have the courage.
Yeah, and there was a fault again. His racket was over the net, Loh Kean Yew. Didn't matter this time. But again, we have the luxury of watching it in replay and slow.
No, but it's not the moment for us to get into a discussion about racket over the net being a fault, because we're only 2 points away, potentially, from the match. But I will come back to it at some point this week, Steve.
Great play, great play.
Well reached.
Boy, fantastic rally. Oi, that's fantastic.
The speed forward by Loh Kean Yew is something to behold.
19.
Has he left it too late as far as the scoreline is concerned? Did well to hit that one, didn't he?
Fantastic.
Thank you, players. Return to court. Loh, Weng, return to court now.
He's told to return to court, Weng, and he went and sat down on the HSBC bench.
Yeah.
Well,
Weng.
Can't afford errors, Loh Kean Yew.
16.
And in a minute,
19.
nor can Weng Hongyang.
Weng.
Error on the return of serve is a gift to his opponent.
good play.
Short. Yeah,
That's a beauty.
got what it deserved. All about deepness of angle.
20.
Well, Weng Hongyang is asking for the court to be mopped again. And one suspects,
Use your foot.
umpire not allowing it.
No,
And I agree with the umpire in that instant.
and we didn't see it in the picture, but he didn't use his foot at all.
No. So there isn't really any
Weng.
perspiration of note on the court surface. Match point opportunities, 4 of them for Weng Hongyang, the former champion. Oh, that's well left.
Service over. 17-20.
Well taken. Converts on his second match point opportunity. 21-17 in the deciding game. Weng Hongyang puts out the former world champion Loh Kean Yew in 3 fascinating games.
Match won by Weng Hongyang, 21-17, 11,
Brilliantly
21,
taken.
21-17.
And when he won the recent China Masters, Weng Hongyang, I think it was his net play that was so much a part of that victory. It has been again today. 21-17, 11-21, 21-17 in the deciding game in a match lasting an hour and 9 minutes. So we'll have men's doubles coming up next. Welcome back to Odense, day 2 of competition, which means it's still first round action all day today. Following that men's singles, we turn our attention to men's doubles and the former world number 1, Satwik Sairaj Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty of India up against the Grimley twins from Scotland, Christopher and Matthew. So this is from the bottom half of the draw, and as you can see, there's big news because the former world champions and